Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in today to Let's Talk Nutrition. Glad you could take a moment and stop by and visit. We'll be here for a couple of hours. And you're always welcome to participate in the conversation, contribute, enlighten, help out. We need, we enjoy it when you contact us. And so thinking about the show is always on my mind, of course. And one of the things that I don't worry about it, but something that I want to make sure doesn't happen, and that is this. When you're talking about health, wellness, and well-being, as concrete as it can be, oftentimes it can get highly abstract. And you get sort of disconnected certain number of degrees from reality when you're talking about, certain kinds of, let's say, some system in the body or some chemical pathway or whatever, right? Or a mechanism of action on how CBD might work and so on. Where energy comes from, what is energy? And you get into these ideas, and ideas have consequences, and important to talk about these things. Different hypotheses and theories about one thing or another. And that's part of the show. It's content, but it's sort of like edutainment, trying to educate but being entertaining at the same time and making things, my point is to make things relevant so that you're not just talking about some supplement, right? It has particular features and benefits. Now that's worthwhile a conversation to have, and we do that, among many other things. And I try to find ways to make sure that we're all on the same existential page and that we don't get removed from these concepts, which are abstractions of reality. They are. Whether they're ideas in words, thoughts that get expressed, or statistics, those are abstractions of reality. And so I try to find ways to make this show relevant. And I'll share things about my own my own experiences, or those of others, or when you call, and to talk about what you may be experiencing. Those conversations are very important. Lest I forget, this show is on the air to connect with people. And you don't connect with people in a real meaningful way if you're only going to do it on some superficial level and talk about some physiological, biological process. At some point, you connect on that level, but you have to go deeper and reach the place inside people where life really resides, their concerns, their feelings, their emotions, their fears, their challenges. Now, I try to get there in various ways. So this is what, all by way of saying to you that I received a call, or I got contacted, and then I called the person. And it happens to be a friend. And he's a good guy. I've known him a long time. And he first contacted me by text to share with me what he was experiencing this past week. Now, this is not a person that's unknown to a health challenge. He did have a heart attack at one point in his life. And I read his text, and I said, I'll call him as I drive into work this morning, spend my drive talking to him. And so I did. And he shared with me that one morning, about a week ago, he got up. He was going to go play golf with his pals. Got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And he noticed on the left breast, on his left breast, he felt a lump. And it was about the size of a golf ball. And he got very concerned. And it turned out he was golfing with some of his physician friends, but he didn't tell them. So he went for a week and thought it would go away. People think that, and they don't. And so he went to the doctor and the next one, and then he finally got to an oncologist, and they told him he had breast cancer and that it was a bad type. And they did some biopsies, and next thing you know, he gets a call, and it's breast cancer, but it's not as bad as they thought. Now, I listened to him. I didn't say a word. I let him tell me the narrative. It took him about 15 minutes, 20 minutes to tell me everything. And he shared with me the experience of being in front of an oncologist, and the oncologist saying, you have cancer. And he said to me, I was with my wife and my daughter, and he said, I couldn't even comprehend what he was telling me. And he said the level of concern and fear, and he was describing all of this. And I identified completely with him because I've been there. And he said, I've been just so distracted and upset. He said, I had a panic attack, can't sleep. And I listened. And finally he got to the point in the story where they called him and they said, yes, it's breast cancer, but it's not, they're not going to have to do a mastectomy on him. And he had mentioned that, I'm probably going to be disfigured. And he said, that was running through my mind. And I'm listening to him tell me this. And I thought, at the end of the day, this is what life is really about. When you get that kind of moment and you listen to people and what they, in that moment, and it's such a challenging moment. And there's probably more than a few of you listening and watching this show as I speak that had that experience, know somebody has had that experience, had to deal with it in one form or way or fashion or another. And that's why we do this show, to make that connection. It's well and good to talk about this supplement or that diet or this and that, but at the end of the day, what's on my mind is to try to reach people, to give them ways so that they can cope with that moment and what to do and have some insight. And most people listen and watch the show to prevent that moment from happening. And I often say you should do prevention and do preparation. You have to get prepared for that moment. Now, my oncologist disagrees with me. He said, I don't know how you prepare for that moment. I said, there are a number of ways to prepare for that moment. And so that's why I get up every day and come and do this job. To help people not only to prevent, but prepare for that moment. And then he said to me, I watched you go through all that you went. And he said, I don't know how you did it because you're alone. He said, I have a wife, daughters, I have a big family. And he said, I can hardly cope with this. How did you do that? And I have shared that with the audience because of people asking that question. They want to know how to do it. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune system. I'm always hard at work defending you against the many disease-causing viruses and bacteria that you are exposed to every day. But sometimes I need help to defeat the bad bugs. Luckily, our friends at Kyolic have come to the rescue. Kyolic has 2 super immune-enhancing supplements, Kyolic Immune Formula 103 and Kyo Green Harvest Blend Immune Defense. Kyo Green Harvest Blend is a power-packed blend of organic and naturally sourced grasses, ancient grains, fruits, veggies, herbal extracts, and spirulina in a fast-dissolving drink mix for a quick and easy way to support immunity. Kyolic Immune Formula 103 combines immune-boosting nutrients with aged garlic extract. Aged garlic extract has been clinically shown to support a healthy immune response and reduce both the duration and severity of cold and flu symptoms. Help me protect you with Kyolic supplements and nutritional drink mixes to fortify your immune health today. Available at fine natural health retailers.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only 2 ways a body burns fat: through increased heart rate and our increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, quality of life so that you can have, you know, help another. The cases, coronavirus cases, COVID-19, as they're calling it, has risen to more than 64,000 people around the world. The infections have topped 64,000. Mainland China has recorded over 5,000 more cases of the novel coronavirus. Under its new, broader operational definition that they're using, bringing the global total to 64,435. The death toll from the virus has now risen to at least it's bumping right up against 1,400, including 3 outside mainland China. I heard some people talking about the coronavirus apparently does not do well in warm weather. And I heard some experts talking about perhaps come summer, maybe April, May, the virus will be contained that way. It didn't happen with SARS, though. Didn't pay a bit of attention to the weather. So we don't know for sure. We'll have to see.
Wasn't it the Chinese government that said it would be over by, like, contained by April? I remember you reporting something about that.
Yeah, they thought that, this would. They didn't say that. They didn't say that. They thought that, they saw a trend downward of new cases and for 2 days in a row, and don't get too excited about that. This death toll revised has been down. Earlier numbers of reported infections and deaths were revised down by the Chinese National Health Commission after duplication was discovered in data collection and recording. See, people making mistakes. The Chinese government says that over 1,700 medical workers have been infected by the virus, and 6 have died. These are people taking care of those who are infected. Now, what's interesting about this, and for some reason this time, the Chinese government's taking a lot of heat, and well, they should, with this virus. Improper handling of the situation, improper reporting, no transparency. The World Health Organization has offered to put a team together to go in there and help the Chinese scientists understand this virus, its rate of infection, how contagious it is, and incubation period and whatnot. And so far, they haven't signed off on that invitation. Part of the World Health Organization team will include investigators, scientists from the CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention here in the United States. The CDC had made an overture to go and help, but they did not get any response. I guess that invited them to come in, so maybe they'll get in that way. Chinese government needs to get its act together and do better in preventing this stuff from happening in quotes, stuff in the first place, and try to clean up this practice of wet markets. And whether they can do that or not, I don't know. That's so ingrained in the culture, I'm not so sure. And that's a breeding ground for these viruses. And that started in a fish market in Wuhan. You can't make it up. So that's where it is at the moment. There's 2 more Japanese virus cases. That makes 7 for them now today. Chinese president calls the coronavirus the big test. State media. Lest we forget, that's a communist-run country. It's a dictatorship. and they're not about um, to be this transparent and yeah, we're all in this together. No, man. Mm-mm. So they deserve all the criticism that they're getting. They're responsible. They are. That's my story, and I'm going to stick to it. How you can makes me mad because this does not need to happen. Trust me. We don't need to have wet markets all throughout Asia to get these viruses spread across the globe. These viruses will find other ways. We don't need to contribute to their propagation. That's all I'm saying. And it really is concerning. Here's how to make contact with the show.
You can give us a call at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can also email Dr. Garko personally. His email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. And if you head over to letstalknutrition.com, hit the show schedule tab, you can listen back to all of our past shows. They're sorted by date and title. If you want to watch us, go to Facebook or youtube.com, search Let's Talk Nutrition.
And as one of my producers so famously once said, no excuses.
No excuses.
LTN. I love that. Coast to coast and globally. I love it.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for stopping by today. In the second hour, we'll talk a little bit about energy, how to boost your energy levels. And we'll take a look at Celsius and see what that can do. And we'll get into some of that. 877-897-8255. Make contact. Talk to you. See what's on your mind. So, in this culture of obesity that we live in, this obesogenic environment, obesogenic means lending itself to obesity. There are all kinds of drugs out there to help people lose weight. The FDA just withdrew the weight loss drug Belvic. Maybe some of you have taken it, are taking it. You were probably told not to. Now, after they found a cancer link with the drug, the company that makes it will withdraw its weight loss drug after the U.S. Food and Drug Administration said clinical trials revealed an increased incidence of cancer among the people who were taking the product. Katie, see what you can find. The company is EISAI. EISAI? That drug maker? EISAI. They asked EISAI to take Belvic and Belvic XR off the market. They asked them? Oh, you're being polite. The FDA announced last month it was reviewing trial results on that prescribed drug, also known as lorcaserin. It's an oral med for people who are obese, adults, and because of the potential cancer risks, that's why the FDA was reviewing it and now asked this company to take it off the market. The agency on Thursday asked people to stop taking the drug.
I see the website.
Anything about that? I'm not familiar with. My daughter's in the pharmaceutical industry. She probably knows about that company. I don't know anything about it.
I mean, there's a bunch of different articles. You can't order anything from the website.
No way.
No, but I mean, it's just really news articles. It has an investors tab about their philosophy, sustainability.
Are they an American company or international company?
Their thing right here says their support counting measures for China's novel. I'm trying to look at what their like actual address is if you go to contact me.
So the potential risk of cancer associated with drug outweighs the benefit of treatment. So said Dr. Janet Woodcock, director of the FDA Center for Drug Evaluation and Research.
Worldwide, by the way.
Figured as much.
Yeah.
The name suggested that to me. The company will voluntarily, well, thank you, withdraw from the market and discontinue sales, she said, of the drug in the United States. So said Eisai, I guess that's how you pronounce it, EISAI, that they made that statement they made that announcement in a statement. The agency, the FDA, said that in 2 separate news releases that clinical trials showed leucovorin increased the risk of a number of cancers. And the worst ones, pancreatic, colorectal, and lung cancer. Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, you'll lose weight. Yeah, and you'll lose a lot of weight when you die.
Why would you say that?
Well, that's true.
Oh, my God.
That's true. I mean, my God. You take the drug to lose weight, and you have run the risk of those 3: pancreatic, lung, and colorectal cancer. Are you kidding me?
It was.
Well,
I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. That's what happened.
Well,
I wasn't ready.
I like to paint vivid images so that it resonates.
It's there now. It's stuck.
Yeah, you'll lose weight. You'll lose weight for sure. For heaven's sake. How did it get to that point? How did that drug get approved and make it? How long has the drug been on the market? I don't even know that. Maybe Katie can find that out. I don't know. How long has that particular drug been on the market? That's Leucovorin, LOCASERIN. And how did it get through the trials? I mean, they had no suspicion that this was a carcinogenic prescription drug? Let's go to Largo, Florida. James, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on, Jim.
Thank you. I'd like to, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for being on the air. I love your show.
Oh, thank you.
I have Alzheimer's.
Okay.
I've been diagnosed with it about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I'm taking Namenda and Aricept. And the Aricept is just ripping me apart. I mean, I stopped it for a few days, and I felt alive again, not foggy.
Right.
And I just wondered if there's anything else I could do. I'm also taking ginkgo biloba.
Yeah.
As well. Now, I don't know if that works or it doesn't. My doctor says it can't hurt.
It can't hurt. Have you talked to your doctor about nootropics? There's a category of drugs called nootropics. These are drugs that increase circulation to the brain. There's any number of them. Centrophenoxin, which is known as Lucidril, Paracetam. There's any number of them. Hydergine, which clears out cellular waste in the neurons.
Okay.
If you go on the internet, nootropics is spelled Nootropics, nootropics. That is a class of pharmaceuticals or drugs that really do, you'll see when you get into the literature that some of these nootropics, you'll see, most likely, I never looked at it from that point of view to check, but I suspect you'll have people that have cognitive deficits, maybe even Alzheimer's, taking some of these drugs. Now, they are drugs, and you need a script for those, but you should go do some research. I'll have to check and see if there are nootropics that are being prescribed for Alzheimer's. How are you doing generally? How are you making it?
I was okay for a while. What started it? I was repeating myself all the time.
I see.
And people noticed that. I went to a neurologist and did some testing and all this stuff, and he says, you definitely got Alzheimer's. But now what's going on is I'm forgetting things.
Yeah.
Like I'll be in the kitchen cooking, and I think, what am I doing in here?
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Oh.
Or I start 2 or 3 things, and I can't remember what I'm doing.
I understand. Do you live alone?
And no, I have my partner here with me.
Oh, good,
He's
good.
taking really good care of me.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're not alone. And I just want to tell you, first, thank you for calling and sharing that. And I wish you the best. You can always call me back. You do a little research on that. Call me back and we'll talk some more. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
To Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, live fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. We just had a call from listener Jim, who's in Largo, Florida, and was diagnosed with Alzheimer's 10 years ago and wanted to know if there's anything he could do. He's taking a medication, and it has these side effects that they're unpleasant. And I had mentioned to him that there's a category of drugs called nootropics, and these drugs have been around a while. They're designed to treat people that are suffering from cognitive deficits. Often they give them to patients that have schizophrenia, stroke, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, dementia, and so on. And I went and I looked to see if there's the line of research with nootropics and Alzheimer's, and sure enough, there is a line of research with that relationship. And the drugs that I mentioned to Jim were cited in this one article: piracetam, centrophenoxin. There are any number of them. Now, they've been around a while. Hydrogene is an interesting nootropic because it's intended to remove lipofusion, which is cellular debris, for lack of a better. Those brown spots that you'll see on people's skin? That's lipofusion, oftentimes. And that can also happen in your neurons. You won't be able to see those like you can like on your arm or on your chest or something, like or some part of the body such as that. But lipofusion is, for lack of a better way, it's a short way to put it, it's just cellular debris. And hydrogene, which is made from ergoid mesylate, which is a fungus that grows on, I think the crop is rye. I'm working from memory here. The crew can check my work. Hydergine, Hydergine. That drug is interesting drug as well. Alzheimer's is complicated, obviously. Don't need me to tell you that. And I see here, just looking, nootropics, Alzheimer's, I'm seeing one study after another here. So, James, you might want to look into that. I don't know how open-minded your doctor is. I know that in Europe, these drugs are probably, if I had to guess, I would bet that they're probably more prescribed than they are here. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But that's one thing you could think about doing. And you're very courageous. One, for calling the show and to share that. I'm grateful that you did that because, again, like I said at today's show, at the beginning of today's show, I always worry about, is the show existential enough? Is it reaching a place in people's lives where things matter? You know, we can talk about supplements till we're blue in the face, or talk about a weight loss diet till we're, till we're skin and bones. But somehow it has to connect on a deeper level. 877-897-8255. It's a little different programming, right, Katie?
A little bit, yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
I know you're down the hall doing that other show. It's more political and more. This is a different space, isn't it?
Completely different space in a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
You know, yeah, you're a young person, and you know, you see the world you and Reggie see the world in a particular set of eyes. You know, your youthfulness, and so I don't know. You know, when you come in here and you do your job, and you're hearing about death, dying, disease, and how to do it, I just wonder, and I try to be optimistic about that and find ways. I just wonder how that affects a young person such as yourself.
Depends what the topic is. Like Alzheimer's is very, very familiar to me. I moved up north for a few years. I took care of my grandpa that Alzheimer's. I lived with him, so I'm very familiar with Alzheimer's. But there's certain things that people call and say, or that you'll say, that I've just never heard of, and it changes the way I go throughout my day. Like I think twice when I'm buying things in the store now. I think to read the ingredients on the back or look at the labels, like the organic labels. The whole colors of that is not something I ever even knew. So there's different things every day we talk about that impact my daily life.
Yeah, Reggie's shaking his head.
Because I call you every time I go to the grocery store.
Yeah,
That, and I called, like, my mom has had a lot of heart problems herself.
Cardiovascular issues, yeah.
And, I called you, like, literally on my birthday. I couldn't find my mom.
Well, it's
so
funny.
I'm freaking out.
It's funny. I got texted. Somebody texted me, somebody I know, wanted to know about red yeast rice, Jarrow formulas, and wanted to know if Jarrow formulas red yeast rice is a good product to help lower cholesterol, LDL linked cholesterol. And I wrote back 100%. And then I recommended that you take CoQ10 with that. So I'm getting, people.
Yeah, I'm not the only person. I don't feel bad about it now.
No. And that's an ex-girlfriend, by the way.
We're going to break now.
Can't make it up, man. Maybe I'm too transparent. That's TMI. I don't know. I'm telling you. Yeah. I'm happy to do it. Ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or what's that one commercial? My ex-boyfriend. Do you know that commercial? Have you heard that commercial?
I don't think so.
Oh,
it's
hysterical. My ex-boyfriend. She said,
counts them like that.
She said,
right.
Well, I don't even know what that means. How ex can you be, man? Does that mean you went together and broke up several times? That's probably what that means, right?
3 times removed.
Yeah. Or it was like their ex five boyfriends ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, 5 ex-boyfriends ago or
There
3.
was Johnny, Timmy, Chris.
Oh, my God. Don't do this.
Oh, my God. Yeah. 877-897. We got a little levity here.
I didn't mean to actually name my exes, but I just did.
Like, it was so real. It was so real just now.
877-897-8255. Part of life. It's part of wellness. You got to have a social network. My ex-girlfriends or girlfriend. I don't even know how. I'm not quite sure what that means, but we come back in the second hour. Oh, my goodness. We're going to talk about energy, how to boost your energy. Michael Pollan, whom I have a great deal of respect for. I dig Michael Pollan. Has a new book out, an audio book. It's on one of my most favorite topics. You want to know what it is? It starts with the letter C. What do you think it is? What do you see me do every morning, Reggie? When I come in here, what do I do? What do I do?
You always put your stuff down. Then,
Get
you
your coffee.
always
That's
go
where
get
I
your
was-
coffee.
Thank you. Michael Pollan has a new book out. When we come back in the second hour, I'll tell you about it. It's an audio book. I heard an interview with him on NPR. The way he talks about caffeine, it was like me talking to myself. It was almost like word for word the narrative in my head about caffeine and what I've said on air. I'll tell you about the book. We'll see in the second hour.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The heart drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. For more information, go online to StraussNaturals.com.
Garco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
And the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for
my business. You'd be having lunch, dinner. I mean, yeah, we're all over the place. It's a good thing. We love that. And different time zones, different zones, people that are in, different states of health and well-being and wellness, right? It's all good. Quite a mix. And, yeah, it's all good, for sure. I started the show today trying to be real, always real around here, and just sharing with you that one of the things that I worry about is, does the show reach the heart and soul of a person? I'm not just trying to connect with your brain. You know, to me, and it's my bias, I see the world in terms of relationships, whether it's in business, no matter what we do, it is about connection between and among people at the end of the day, for me. Now, some may not live their life that way, and that's okay. And, I mean, what else? It accounts for almost everything when you think about it. So when you do a show like this, you darn well better make sure I got two smart producers here. They know how to connect this show technologically. It's my job to connect on a human level and to make sure that if you're going to persuade somebody, if you're going to influence their thinking in some form or fashion, you just can't pound out information. That's not going to get it done. Something else has to happen. And this show's been on air 15 years, and from day one until this very moment, I tell you, and it's true, that it is... I remember driving into work for the first day of this show, and I said, what am I going to do? I've never done this before. And I swear to you, this is the truth. I said, tell the truth. I said to myself, tell the truth as you know it. Be sincere, and let every person listening at the time, just listening, let them know you care about them. That's honestly what I thought. And I remember walking into this very studio on that day, on May the 5th, 2005. And that's been a constant. So that's what we're trying to do here. And, you know, you hear Katie tell you how to make all those connections. But all those technical connections are only an excuse just to connect to you in a way that's going to make a difference. That call we had from Jim in the last hour, who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's 10 years ago. And he calls the show wanting to know, is there something else I can do because this prescription drug is just wiping me out? And I told him about nootropics and what nootropics are and talked to his doctor about that whole class of drug. That's real. I mean, that's what's going on here. Not everybody that listens to the show is in the greatest of health, man. They're just not. And it's a mix demographically, psychographically, and the health graphic of the show. People in various conditions of health and wellness and well-being. So you try to talk and reach the greatest part of the audience, and we hope that we do that. And here's how you can contribute.
You can give us a call at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can always email Dr. Garko personally as well. His email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. And if you missed any past shows, there's no excuses for missing the shows. You can watch the shows, listen back to the shows. There's a number of ways to do that. You can go to letstalknutrition.com, go to the show schedule tab, maybe head over to YouTube if you want to watch the shows. Just search Let's Talk Nutrition. We have all of our shows posted on both of those places. And if you find us on Facebook, we post a lot of articles that we talk about throughout the show. Yesterday, we posted why it is important to keep your bedroom door closed when you go to bed at night. That's a game changer. I showed that to Dr. Garko, and it'll really change your mindset. If you sleep with your bedroom door open, you'll watch this video, and you will probably think to start closing it. So it may be worth checking out if you're on our Facebook page.
Find out why. Find out why you should sleep with your bedroom door closed. Well, I'm not going to tell you. You need to go and check it.
Exactly.
So Michael Pollan has a new book out. It's going to ties into the theme for today's show. I listened to an NPR interview with Michael Pollan. I dig Michael Pollan, man. I think Michael Pollan is wonderful. He wrote Omnivore's Dilemma and other books. The guy understands